today? Great! I hope that all of us are always healthy. Okay, before we start our lesson today, it's better for us to pray first. So let's pray together first. Pray, begin. Finish, thank you. Okay students, just like the last meeting, I have sent the attendance list of this class in the WhatsApp group. So don't forget to fulfill it. It's a must because it is the attendance list of this class. So you must fulfill it, okay? Okay students, do you still remember about the materials that we have been discussed last meeting? Yes? Okay, what is it about? It is about responding to formal invitation. There are two ways, right? The first one is acceptance, if we can attend to that event. And then the second one is declining or regretting if we cannot attend to that event. Okay then, how many are the things that we should be remember in responding to formal invitation? 4. The first one is that the responding to formal invitation should be sent to within 3 days. And in the second one, it should be written in third person. And in the third one, it should be handwritten. And in the last one is the reason for declining invitation should be stated. Last meeting, I also give you some exercises, right? Okay, have you done all the exercise? Great. Today, we will discuss it first, and then we also discuss about the things or the important components that we should consider in writing or making a formal invitation. So now, you may open your book. Boleh sambil dibuka bukunya dan diperiksa kerjaannya kemarin ya. And now, let's start to discuss the exercises. Last meeting, I asked you to do some exercises, right? There are 3 points. In the point A, I asked you to compare 2 formal invitations based on the table given. In the point B, I asked you to answer 5 questions based on the second invitation. And in the point C, I asked you to respond a formal invitation, right? Okay, now, let's begin with the table first. There are 9 points in the table, right? The first point is function. So, what are the function of the first invitation and also the second invitation? Now, let's see. The first invitation is to invite people to come to the wedding ceremony of Mr. and Mrs. Ronald's daughter. Untuk mengundang orang ke upacara pernikahan putrinya Mr. and Mrs. Ronald. And the second invitation is to invite alumni of the 2010 until 2020 class to come to the 10-year reunion of Kusuma High School. Jadi untuk mengundang alumni angkatan 2010 hingga 2020 ke acara reuni Kusuma High School. Nah, bagaimana dengan jawabannya kemarin? Sudah benar? Okay, go to the next point. Name of the host. Siapa yang mengadakan acara di kedua invitation ini ya? Okay, let's check. The first invitation is Mr. and Mrs. Ronald. We can see here. And then the second invitation is Alumni Association of Kusuma High School. Jadi ikatan alumni Kusuma High School ya. Jadi ini hostnya ada di paling awal. Dan untuk invitation kedua ada di tengah ya. Jadi host by ini maksudnya acara ini diadakan oleh Kusuma High School Alumni Association. Okay, next point. Phrasing of the invitation. Setelah saya periksa kemarin, beberapa ada yang kurang tepat di bagian ini ya. So, which one is the phrasing of the invitation? Yeah, for the first invitation is here. Request the honor of your presence. And the second invitation is here. You are cordially invited to. Yang ini artinya mengharapkan kehadiran Anda. Berarti ini menunjukkan kalau Mr. and Mrs. Ronald mengundang kita kan ya. Sedangkan untuk yang kedua, you are cordially invited. Kamu dengan hormat diundang ke acara reuni 10 tahun Kusuma High School. Nah, ini menunjukkan kalau kita diundang ke acara itu juga kan ya. Nah, go to the next point, the kind of event. Ini mudah ya. The first invitation is wedding ceremony and the second invitation is reunion party. Okay, move to the next point, date, time, and place. Ini juga sudah jelas karena sudah tertera. Tanggal berapa, jam berapa, dan di mana acara itu dilaksanakan? The first invitation is held on the 10th of October 2020 at 4:30. Setengah 5 ya, di Gedung Ayola, Jalan Sudirman, Denpasar. And then the second invitation will be held on the 17th of October 2020 at 7 until 9 in Nandini's Restaurant, Jalan Kartini, Jakarta. Okay, next, special instruction. Apakah the first invitation has special instruction? No? Yeah, no. And the special instruction in the second invitation is about the dress code. We should wear batik if we want to come to the reunion party. Okay, great. The last one is RSVP. Ini juga sudah tertera jelas ya. This is for the first invitation and this is for the second invitation. So we should respond the invitation by contact the number here. And the second invitation we have to respond it before the 10th of October atau tanggal 10 itu terakhir ya. Now, let's move to the point B. The first question. What is the name of the event? Eventnya ini tentang apa? Ya, 10-year reunion of Kusuma High School. Kita bisa lihat di sini ya, sudah tertera di sini. Okay, move to the second question. What time does the event start? Kemarin setelah saya periksa, beberapa ada yang salah di nomor ini. Jadi, the question here is jam berapa acara itu dimulai. Start here is the keyword, right? So, the answer is at 7 p.m. Acaranya diadakan dari jam 7 hingga jam 9, tapi dimulainya jam 7 ya. Okay, the third question, what should we wear if we come to that event? Harus pakai apa? Batik. Okay, the next question, what should you do if you cannot come to that event? Jika tidak bisa datang, apa yang harus kita lakukan? And the answer is we should confirm to the RSVP number before the 10th of October and tell that we cannot attend. Kita harus membalas surat itu sebelum tanggal 10 Oktober dan menyampaikan kalau kita tidak bisa hadir. Okay, then the last question. What does the word RSVP mean? What does it mean? Yeah, please respond or please reply. Great. Okay, the last point C, responding to formal invitation. Okay, here, you should respond this invitation. Merespon invitation kan ada dua cara ya. Di sini, you may choose one of them. Salah satu saja. Jika bisa hadir, berarti kita accept the invitation. Kurang lebih seperti ini cara menjawabnya. Ani accepts with pleasure the invitation of the 10-year reunion hosted by Kusuma High School Alumni Association on Saturday, the 17th of October 2020 at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Jadi ingat kemarin ya, di contoh video yang kemarin harus menggunakan kata ganti orang ketiga. Di sini saya menggunakan Ani dan menggunakan bahasa yang formal. Kalau tidak bisa hadir, kita bisa decline the invitation. Kurang lebih seperti ini. Ani regrets that she is unable to attend the invitation of 10-year reunion hosted by Kusuma High School Alumni Association on Saturday, the 17th of October 2020 at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. due to prior appointment. Jadi ingat kemarin di video kemarin harus menggunakan kata ganti orang ketiga, menggunakan bahasa formal dan disebutkan alasan kenapa tidak bisa datang. Okay? Okay students, we have done to discuss all the exercise. Sudah dihitung benarnya berapa? Great. Okay, now students, since the two meeting before we have learned about invitation, especially a formal invitation, right? Okay, so kita sudah belajar mengenai social function, the structure, and also how to respond a formal invitation. Now, let's try to remember what are the things that we should be consider in writing a formal invitation. So now, let's see the slide again, okay? How to write a formal invitation and what should be considered in writing a formal invitation? Oke, kita bahas dari the structure of formal invitation. Pertama, yang harus ada adalah the name of the host. Jadi, nama orang yang mengundang ini harus ada ya. Bisa di awal atau bisa di tengah seperti ini, yang penting harus ada. Oke, next. Phrasing of the invitation. There are two examples of the phrases here. The first one is request the honor of your presence, and the second one is you are cordially invited to bla bla bla. Jadi bisa menggunakan model seperti ini atau seperti ini ya. Oke, the third one yang harus ada adalah nama acaranya atau jenis eventnya. Itu harus disebutkan ya saat kita menulis undangan. Here, wedding ceremony, and then here, the 10-year reunion. Oke, next. Ini juga tidak kalah penting ya. When we write an invitation, we should write the detailed information seperti tanggal, waktu, dan tempat diadakannya acara itu agar tamu undangan tidak bingung. Oke, next. Special instruction. Ini boleh ada, boleh tidak ya. Jika ada sesuatu yang perlu dibawa atau dipakai oleh tamu undangan, bisa ditambahkan special instruction. Misalnya untuk saat ini, di masa pandemi kita bisa menambahkan special instruction untuk meminta tamu undangan memakai masker saat hadir ke acara kita. Jadi bisa ditambahkan the guest must wear mask, seperti itu. Oke, the last one is RSVP. Ini juga penting ya, karena ini adalah kontak yang bisa dihubungi para tamu untuk memberitahu apakah mereka bisa hadir atau tidak. So, don't forget to include RSVP ketika kita akan menulis formal invitation, oke? Okay, go to the next slide. In writing a formal invitation, we should use simple, precise, and concise language. Harus menggunakan bahasa yang sederhana, singkat, jelas, dan tidak berbelit-belit, agar para tamu undangan bisa mudah mengerti apa arti undangan kita itu. Then, using formal language. Misalnya ini, join us, it's time to party. And then, request the honor of your presence to bla bla bla. You are cordially invited you to bla bla bla. Mana yang lebih formal? The right one ya. Jadi ketika menulis formal invitation, kalimat-kalimat yang digunakan lebih ke yang seperti ini ya. Using formal language. Okay? And the last one is detailed information. Nah, jadi jangan lupa menyertakan informasi detailnya ya, seperti tanggal, jam, tempat, dan RSVP. Oke, jadi hal-hal tersebutlah yang harus diperhatikan saat kita akan menulis undangan, oke?
Okay, got the point? Great! Now, let's recall what we have learned about invitation. All the materials about invitation. The first one, we have learned about the social function of invitation. What is the social function of formal invitation? To invite people to come to the social or formal events. And then, how about the structure? How many are the structure in formal invitation? How many points? 7. The first one is the name of the host, and then phrasing of the invitation, the kind of events, date, time, place, and also RSVP. And then, how many are the way to respond formal invitation? 2. Acceptance, if we can come to that event, and then declining or regretting if we cannot come to that event. And then, how many are the things that we should remember if we want to respond to formal invitation? 4. The first one is that responding to formal invitation should be sent to within 3 days. And then the second one is responding to formal invitation should be written using third person. And then it should be handwritten. And the last one is that reasons for declining invitation should be stated. Okay, great. If you still have further questions, please write down in the Google Classroom or in the WhatsApp group, okay? Okay, students, this is the end of this meeting. Since we are still in the global pandemic now, it's better for us to always implement the health protocol in our daily activities. So don't forget to always wear a mask if you want to go outside. Don't forget to always wash your hands as often as possible. And also don't forget to always have for about 15 minutes exercise in the morning to maintain our good immune system. Okay, students, thank you very much for joining this meeting. Always keep healthy, keep smile, and keep spirit. Okay, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.